Ah, it's 2025. The schedule proceed. So before we will proceed, so request of please guys for moving forward.
Father, thank you for bringing us to this. As we prepare for this meeting, we ask that you prepare our hearts and lead us forward. May we set aside our own agendas and seek what you desire for us to accomplish during this meeting. Please direct our thoughts and guide our discussion. Help us to be attentive and respectful of one another's input and to work as a team. We ask that you grant us clarity of mind and lead us to helpful solutions. In Jesus' name.
So now request of Box Secretary for the attendance for this morning of the conference for civilians.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone, for today's Spirit Conference for Sewerage, dated March 7, 2025. Present this morning, we have a Dr. Person, Engineer and Senior Executive Engineer, our Vice Chairperson, Engineer Delamark F. Faranda, and our Additional Member, Engineer Harry C. Delamark. And to present the ID 25-2017, we are from the Primary Science Section, Engineer Arnao Savadra, and we're studying about her Secretary of Procurement Secretary infiltrating the science. That's awesome.
Thank you, Engineer Fer, for the reading of the attendance for this morning public conference for civil works. So since the Bid and Awards Committee is quorum, so I call this private conference for civil works to order. So may I request Engineer Almar to present the project.
Good morning, honorable sir, and to our live viewers. For today's private conference, we have construction and rehabilitation of water supply, septage, and sewerage rainwater collector system, RD 25KK 0070. Next, please. So for this project, we have the scope provision of stainless storage tank 1.8 by 3 meter capacity with 6,000 liters, and complete accessories includes platform, stainless steel ladder, pre-painted gutter with fashion work and construction of concrete pedestal. It has an appropriation of 2,700,000 pesos, an approved budget cost of 2,605,500 pesos, and a duration of 120 calendar days. Next, please. For our first beneficiary, we have Binawangan NHS in Binawangan Misamis Oriental. So it has a duration of 30 calendar days, an appropriation of 675,000 pesos, an ABC of 651,375 pesos. So next, please. So our next beneficiary is Kabilawan Elementary School in Lagonglong, Misamis Oriental. So the appropriation ABC and duration is the same in the previous one. So next, please. We also have Dampil National High School in Lagonglong, Misamis Oriental. And lastly, we have next. Lagonglong Central School, Lagonglong, Misamis Oriental. So next, please. As for our specific summary of quantities, we have project billboard signboard, 8 each, occupational safety and health, 1 lump sum, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum, general scaffolding and shoring and netting, 1 lump sum, clearing and grabbing, 1 lump sum, structure excavation, common soil, 45 cubic meters, gravel fill, 19.44 cubic meters, embankment from below. We have 14.619 cubic meters, structure concrete, 3,000 PSI plus 800 plus 10.7 cubic meters, reinforcing steel grade 40 and grade 60. We have 177.563 kilograms and 984.882 kilograms respectively. We have formworks and force works, 26.2 square meters, structural steel, 397.901 kilograms, metal structure accessories, 1 lump sum, water tank stainless, we have 4 sets, and lastly, for storm drainage and downspout, we have 1 lump sum. So that would be all for the specific quantities for this project. Ah, there's a second slide. Sorry.
Thank you, Engineer Almar, for the presentation. So, any clarification from the Bills and Awards Committee from YouTube live viewers? None. So, we'll proceed for the checklist of technical and financial documents and other requirements.
And other requirements for infrastructure projects. Condition to receive of bids for technical component and labor. Class A, legal documents. A, valid projects registration certificate with platinum membership. All pages in accordance with section 8.5.3 of the IRA. Project certificate of registration and membership. All bidders shall upload and maintain in pages a current and updated file involving plans of eligibility documents under sections 43.18 and 24.130. 1. Registration certificate. 2. Mayor's business permit or its equivalent document. 3. Tax payments. 4. Income license and registration. And 5. Audited financial statements or AFS. Note that section 8.5.2 of the IRA states that for the purpose of updating the certificate of registration and membership, all Class A eligibility documents mentioned in this section supporting the veracity, authenticity, and validity of the certificate shall be monitored and updated. The bidder or the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of its prior Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Technical documents. B. Statement of the respective bidder and all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And C. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or LLC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And D. Special income license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And B. Original copy of bids paid in the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Single largest completed contract or SLCC. The SLCC completed should be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories occur. The SLCC's value should be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA Consumer Price Indices. Contractors under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to be bid is not more than the allowable range of contract costs or ARCC of the registration. Bid security. Purpose. To guarantee that the successful bidder shall, within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award, enter into contract with the PE and furnish the performance security required. Form of bid security. A. Cash or cashier's manager's check. Amount 2% of ABC. B. Bank guarantee or draft or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. Amount 2% of ABC. C. should be done callable upon demand, accompanied by certification from Insurance Commission. Amount 5% of AIMS. D. Bid securing declaration. Amount no percentage required. Only one form of bid security is required to be submitted. Bidders have the option to choose their preferred form of bid security. F. Project requirements, which shall include the following. A. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B. List of contractors' key personnel, such as the project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, foreman, safety officer, and health personnel or first aider to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience in. C. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Contractors' key personnel. The key personnel should meet the following number of years' work experience. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any nature in construction and engineering consultancy service, including the tax identification number or TIN of the key personnel. Compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016 revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors for consultants, materials engineering, and to include the contact number of the materials involved. Compliance to DO 148 series of 2024 guidelines in the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants project engineering. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit certification that 1. The personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And 2. He or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office pursuant to Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012. The proposed key personnel and replacement must be named in the bidding document. The key personnel required are the following. 1 project manager with 5 years of general experience and 5 years of relevant experience. Note that a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The second key personnel is 1 project engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited project engineer. Note that a valid and updated PRC license ID and project engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be held. The third key personnel is 1 materials engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited materials engineer. Note that a valid and updated PRC license ID and materials engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be attached. The fourth key person is 1 foreman with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The fifth key personnel is 1 safety officer with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a certificate of training issued by DOLE and a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The last key person is 1 full-time health person. Note that a certificate of training and a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. All in all, there should be 6 total number of personnel. Other personnel such as the mason, steelman, carpenter, painter, welder, plumber, or electrician should be included or reflected in the organizational chart. Contractors' major equipment units. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned, lease agreements for equipment to be leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the projects. Proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment pledged must specify and indicate the model or new, capacity, performance, or size, plate number, mobile number, or button number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition for Department Order 58 series of the contractors minimum materials testing equipment. Please refer to DEO number 11, series of 2017 for the minimum material testing equipment. DPWH Procurement Manual Volume 2 Infrastructure Main Guidelines specifically requires the submission of the materials testing equipment as stated in Clause 5.6.2.8 Technical Proposal and Clause 5.6.2.8 and 4.c Project Requirements using Form DPWH INFR 15. List of contractors, major construction, and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. G. Original duly signed omnibus loan statement, or OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretarial certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and who acts to represent the group. Financial documents. H. The respective figures indication of net financial contracting capacity that exceeds as B. I. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the group is successful. For the financial component envelope, J. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial report and other documentary requirements under RA number 9184 of K. Original of duly signed with license in the bill of L. Duly accomplished detailed estimates from, including a summary sheet indicating the given process of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in unprofitable and then a cash flow by quarter. Detailed estimates. According to DO 197 series of 2015, the following items shall not be subjected to OCM and profit multiplier. 1. Mobilization and remobilization. 2. Provision of service fee. 3. Permits and clearances. According to DO 127 series of 2016, the following non-civil works items shall not be subjected to OCM markup: the field laboratory office and living quarters with rental basis, furnishing of furnitures, lab equipment, survey equipment and machineries, assistance to the engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, communication equipment, etc. This submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. The address for receipt of bids submitted manually is back conference room, 3rd floor, DPWH North Building, Barangay 26, Pinoy City, Misamis Oriental. For electronic submission, electronic bids _Misamis Oriental 1 at DPWH.gov.ph. Bid evaluation. The financial component of the bids of each task bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid costs. The VAT shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid process. 1. Completeness. No price in required item, non-compliant, indicating a 0 or a dash, 3 to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable GOP, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections. Bid prices in figures versus words. Words prevail. Total price versus unit price per item. Unit price per item prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items. Actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in DOQ. DOQ prevails. Post-qualification. Verification of legal requirements. Licenses, certificates, permits, non-conclusion, and blacklists. Verification of technical requirements. Key personnel where minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment and materials for laboratory equipment. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any project, or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more projects. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Verification of technical requirements. Substandard quality of work as per contract terms and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance for contractors' obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Verification of financial requirements. Bid and its proposal and NFCP. Contract award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest related and responsive bid, or LCRB, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof, in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised RRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bid. 1. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Issuance Commission indicating the name of contract, the procuring entity, and the name of contract. 2. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. 3. Overlapping of pledged agreement and committed key technical personnel. 4. Failure to indicate the validity of bids in the bid plan. 5. Late submission of bids. 6. Failure to submit supporting documents, such as the certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the contract, if the equipment pledge is to be released or purchased. 7. Negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10 in each of the 2 or more ongoing projects. 8. Unsatisfactory sequence rating. 9. Incomplete pages of bid documents. 10. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor. Signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate, and board resolution. Joint venture. Joint venture resolution agreement. Partnership. As indicated in the articles of partnership. That is all. Thank you. Right policy with procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services as per Department Order number 17 series of 2015. Please strike 69.1. In addition to the provisions of rules 21 and 22 of this IRR, subject to the authority delegated to the bank, if any, shall impose on bidders or respective bidders the administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year for the first offense and suspension of 2 years for the second offense from participating in the competitive bidding process, as well as disqualification from further participating in competitive bidding being undertaken with the procuring entity concerned, were applicable for the following violations. All other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids, or patently insufficient bid for at least 3 times within a year except for valid reasons. Rights violation. 1. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause as determined with the bids and awards committee concerned. A bidder submitting insufficient defective documents such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. A bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause as determined by the bank concerned. Other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of bidding, public bidding, as determined by the concerned bank, provided that these acts have been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. Rights violations. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause as determined by the bids and awards committee concerned. Valid reason. Upon computation, its price bid was determined to be above the ABC, or goods to be supplied are no longer available in the market. A bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause as determined by the bank concerned. Valid reason. Due to force majeure and quarantine restrictions. A bidder submitting insufficient effective documents such as insufficient bid securities. Number 1, bid security not in the name of the bidder. Number 2, insufficient amount and validity period. Number 3, not issued in the name of the procuring entity. Submission of not valid filters. The bidder, the prospective bidder, to submit its filtered certificate with the current updated Class A eligibility documents. Example, legal and financial documents. Valid reason not accepted. Bidder to submit mandatory forms. Price schedule, bid form, notarized bid securing declaration, notarized omnibus sworn statement. Other required forms from the bid security assigned from the bid securing declaration. State the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of the bidders LLC is similar to the contract to be bid. Owner's certificate of acceptance or CPE's rating accompanying statement of the bidders LLC. Bidders computation of NFCC or committed line of credit for goods. Notarized joint venture agreement or notarized statements as to forming GB for goods. Certification as to reciprocity to foreign bidders for goods. Special legal license for joint venture for infrastructure. DUPA and cash flow for infrastructure. Valid reasons not acceptable. For CSD, failure to submit any of the following: certificate of employment, contract agreements, curriculum dictate. Valid reasons not acceptable. Submission of the following required forms as indicated in the sixth edition of the Philippine Bidding Documents without name, letter of precedent, and signature of the bidder authorized representative. Number one, bid form. Number two, price schedules. Number three, bid securing declaration. Number four, omnibus sworn statement. Number five, GVA, valid reasons not acceptable. Nomination of key personnel of different profession as the requirement of the bidding document. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to submit proof of ownership, lease, purchase agreement for pledged equipment. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to submit certification of key personnel, Department Order 9 Series 2012. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to comply with the required number of key personnel and equipment. Valid reason not applicable. Participating in the bidding but not related business type as indicated the mayor's permit for goods. Valid reasons not applicable.
And for the information of our prospective bidders, so these are the scheduled procurement activities for the presented project. For issuance or downloading of bidding documents, the deadline will be on March 20, 2025 until 8:30 a.m. And for the receipt of bids, the deadline will be on March 20, 2025 until 10 a.m. And for the schedule of the opening of bids, it will be on March 20, 2025 at 10 a.m. immediately after the submission of bids. For category 4, sa Proponent ID 25TK070, the required category 4 is WSL1 or Water Supply Level 1 Construction Showers and Rainwater Collectors. And as shown, this is a sample of the technical and financial documents to be submitted. Note the bid and supporting documents should be hard and properly done. So that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Fred, for the reading of the schedule of procurement activities and category work. So, do we have questions from the YouTube Live online viewers? And so, any motion for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference for civil works dated March 7, 2025?
Mr. Chair, I move for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference for civil works dated March 7, 2025.
It has been moved and seconded for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference for civil works dated March 7, 2025. So we now declare this pre-bid conference for civil works adjourned. Thank you, YouTube Live viewers, for watching.